Boys, I thought I'd give you a little inside secret as to what the Graft Kings do once a month as a little treat when we come here at Muumu's. As you know, boys, we've been filming in Muumu's for almost 2 years. This place is almost basically the blueprint of how the Graft Kings was formed. Without these guys, I'm not even sure where we'd be today. So, once a month, as a little treat, we like to do and have a nice little proper pizza.
Bang.
All the way. It's bang.
Only once a month because we are all on a diet because we are going away at the end of the year. So we want to show you like a bit of a BTS of what we get up to, and this has literally become a part of the tradition.
Yeah.
Talking of tradition.
It is literally a tradition, and this pizza is from Naples itself, guys. So I'm never going to be able to tell you what it's all about and where it comes from, as well as Kieran, the main man himself. And for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Kieran is the owner of Muumu's and the very first guest we ever had on the Graft Kings podcast. So we're going to show you what we do once a month as a little treat. We're going to tell you all about the ingredients, going to show you the grub, you're going to see us eat it, we're going to rate it, and then you're going to want to come have one as well. So we'll see you in the kitchen.
So I'm just going to introduce you to the best pizza in the world. It's the traditional Neapolitan pizza. Not many places are doing it. Naples created the pizza, and they've set up their own association to make sure that everybody does pizza the correct way. Because so many people, like, I probably can't name the brands, but you know that they're out there. They're not cool. They don't do it like we do it. Everything is fresh. Loads of people are buying in their dough. This is a 4-day process. We visited the tomato region in Naples. They've got this particular region that deals with just this special Italian Napolitan tomato. That's that. This is the fleur de latte. It's kind of from the mozzarella family, but lots of milk content. It is beautiful. And here is the salami that we've got. Our products come from Naples, and we're going to bake it in a 400-degree oven. Proper sausage, not any of this kind of pepperoni kind of like stuff that we have. It's just the real McCoy. Nduja is a spicy sausage, and we just mix that in there with a little bit of spice. We're going to put a bit of fresh garlic in the end. This is going to take about a minute and a half to eat, okay? So, no pans, no nothing like that. Slide that on. Right, so it's ready to go now. So we take it out from here. We look at that. We're just going to probably pop it back in for about another 20 seconds. But when you hear this kind of like, mamma mia, cazzo che fa. Right, that is what you want to hear. That's what it's all about. It's light, it's fresh. Look at that, man. Right, it's going straight back in. Guys, here is the Nduja pizza. Very, very famous, very beautiful. We put it like that. We're gonna put just a little bit of the olive oil in there. We're gonna put a little bit of the garlic, and my friend Chris is gonna pass me the basil and a bit of the pecorino. So we go there. Every pizza should always have garlic. And there we go. We're gonna do the pecorino now. This is freshly grated pecorino. It's from the Parmesan family. Don't ever have it from the supermarket where it's all packeted because it contains bread, not good. This is just pure, fresh and beautiful. Okay, Chris, please, may I have my basil leaves? All right, and finally, just a little bit of ripped basil. Always good to wrap it or rip it a little bit because that brings out all of the flavors. You can wrap it as well, but that's after a few drinks. Okay, so slicer, here we go. We've got the slicer now. Slice through that, slice through that. It's a bit controversial, the slicing, but in England lots of people like it sliced to share, but in Italy they don't kind of like doing that, but here we are. And there we go, guys. That is a proper Neapolitan pizza. Get your laughing gear around that. Cazzo duro!
Moment of truth, yeah?
Yeah, let's go. Talk to me.
Mate, it wasn't nice. This is banging.
You got
It
good,
actually
yeah?
just like melts into your mouth. Like when you have pizza from certain other places, the dough can be too hard. It's been left in the oven too long. He clearly knows what he's doing. That tastes bang. Diet starts tomorrow.
Unreal. Once a month's allowed, boys, but it's f***ing worth every penny. If you're in Kent and you want some proper pizza,
Come through.
come through.
They will look after you as well. Just say here from the Graft Kings, that's what you've seen, and they will look after you for sure.
Yeah, that pizza was mad.
Is that what you got to say? Anything else?
Do you know what it just reminded me of?
What?
You know the film,
Yes, people, welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. We're back here in Moo-Moo's, Kent's hottest nightclub. And tonight we've got a banger for you guys. We've literally asked the general public, as Merc would say, the worst way someone has broken girl code or boy code. So everyone's been sending their messages in. We've got a fair few. We've not read all of them out because obviously we want to give our natural reaction as well. I don't know who's reading it, but yeah, I'm gassed because these ones usually pop.
Before we get into that, have anyone here had...
Theirs broken.
Yeah, has anyone here had their girl code or guy code broken?
Well, by like a real one or by like someone that you just sort of... Like,
I don't know, yeah, whatever.
Could be anything,
none
really.
of my close boys have ever done that to me.
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
neither. Not anyone close
None
to
of my
me.
close boys have. There's been like certain man them that try and feel like they can push their luck a bit.
Yeah, last weekend someone did. I was going to smack him. No one will know when this is out, so it doesn't really matter, innit?
Yeah, but you actually got the upper hand in the end, so who cares?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Chopped her, he didn't.
Anyway, no, I've never felt betrayed. Bro, I've been single 6 years. I've never got close to anyone enough to be betrayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care enough about a lot of people for me to ever be in that position.
Yeah,
Do
same.
you know what I mean?
You don't care enough
Not-
to say.
as of recent, and I feel like if I ever did, I'd be more relieved that it happened because I'd be like, right, that's not the girl for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm talking to someone enough and then they go behind my back and get with like a mate, then I'm like, all right, fair enough, that was meant to happen. You're not meant to be for me. You can
Yeah,
both
that's
fuck
true.
off.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's done you a favour kind of thing,
Do you know
innit?
what I'm saying?
I've never even seen it in our friendship group. I've never even seen two of the boys in our group ever fall out because of something like that.
Yeah, there's no...
That's
you
never
haven't- No,
happened.
never. It's never happened. I sometimes question when I hear other groups go through this kind of shit.
Yeah.
I sometimes...
How?
Like, how? I'm like, how has that happened?
But
'Cause-
to be fair, I have had shit friends where I think like if I continue being friends with people like that, something could have happened. I've explained before. I had
Yeah.
like two particular friends that I didn't really like towards the end of our relationship, and now I look back at it and think those are the types of people, for example, would probably actually fucking hell like. Something did happen off the back of knowing those boys. I think I told you a lot as well.
I feel like we've said it before.
So
yeah.
I'll say it on pod. I don't give a. So this guy that I stopped being friends with, after about after about a year or something, he tried to holler my ex. He tried to holler her to, and I'd seen him following her on socials as well. So I called her up on it because we were still like half okay at the time. And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, you know, he tried it with you when we met, and now like what, you're following each other. Like, what is this?" She's like, "It's nothing. Like, he just followed me," type of thing. I was like, "Cool. He want to play that game, so I want to with his exes."
You're banging.
Two of them.
Yeah, two of them.
Man wanted all the Infinity Stones. No way, both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
That's not easy to do either.
Yeah, because I just always thought like I could probably chop these guys, and they're hot as well. I'll give it to him, but I was like, "You've done that. I ain't the type of person." But now I feel like revengeful, mate. I'm gonna do a madness.
I like
Yeah, because given the opportunity, he would have chopped her.
100% he would have.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna prove a point, and I
I'll get
did.
there first.
Oh,
You know what it is though? You can't like.
Don't do that on pod.
You know what? He forgot where he was. He
There you
forgot
go.
where he was. Imagine the Spotify listeners randomly.
Don't do it again. Sorry, boys and girls.
Blasting through the
the
speakers.
Yosef noise.
No,
No, let's not.
no, let's not do
You
that.
made that noise up. No, there's no one can confirm if I actually do that noise or not.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like dinosaurs, isn't it? No one actually confirms or knows what dinosaurs look like, but they can take a good bloody guess.
yeah. Well, this is what
From the thing you do in 18 months,
people
mate.
don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, anyway.
What I was gonna say is, do you not always think like I can't hang around people now that I can't trust with,
God, yeah.
can't trust without trust around women? You know, there's certain guys that like you go out and their whole motive is like, go chat to this, go chat. They'll like sell you out to chat to a bird or like put a bird over you. I can't with people like that. I used to hang around with people like that. I'd be on a night out and they just completely like do you dirty just to speak to a bird or go for a bird. I can't.
What do you mean by
like-
do you dirty? Because you always did trust on a night out. So.
That's different though. I mean, in terms of like they'll completely sell out their whole mates to speak to this girl.
Like what? You need to get, what's like,
Context.
yeah.
So in terms of like you can't trust them. So like what I'm trying to say is they can't control themselves around women.
I get what you're saying.
Like with all of us, like if there's women around us, we'll always still kind of integrate with ourselves or chat to ourselves, but we'll never like push our mates out of a picture just to speak to a bird.
They're
Do
not
you
the
get what I'm
priority.
saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're not the priority. The woman's not the priority. Like,
Basically, they'll shit on you to get to the bird.
That's not real mates, are they?
No, I agree, but I'm just saying I can't hang around with people.
Yeah, no.
I think
Well,
that, like I said, I think that's the majority of friendship groups, which is
Yeah.
sad. I hear it all the time. I'm in shock when I hear it. I got more and more used to it. The more I've been exposed to other friendship groups in the last 18 months, I'm like, oh my god, it's not just it's a common theme here. On everyone.
But the thing is, like, a new boundary is set. Like when you got like really good friends and like you got a really good relationship, a boundary is set to like what the expectation
bar,
is from
yeah.
your friends. So like because you know that's the norm, and other people are just like doing each other over with like things like this, I think you just look at that beneath you, so you can never get your head around it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's what you used to. You know, like what friendship is meant to be like. And then you hear these stories, oh, she don't talk to me because of this anymore.
Yeah, it's
or he don't,
females
or
as well.
she don't talk to me anymore. I'm just like, you mental. Like, for example, I won't say the names, but the story that we heard to why two people fell out. And I was just thinking, that's just weird.
Oh, very strange.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? You would never stop talking to your friend over something like that. You would never do him dirty for a bird.
I don't think I've ever fallen out of a friend. Like actually properly, like I don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah, neither to be fair. Not a friend.
I'm just trying. I'm sat here trying to think.
I've cut people off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've distanced myself from people, but I've still got, even them people, I've not got like, there's no hate or animosity. It's just that
Different things going on in different lives.
yeah, they've got their stuff going
That's
on. I've got
different.
mine going on. Like
that's
I
different.
don't know. Like sometimes as well, I'm all about energy as well. And if I'm just not on par with someone's energy all the time, I'm like, cool, bro. Like, listen, I want to see you do well, man. I just don't know. I just can't hang around you all the time because you're just a little bit different wavelength to me right now.
Yeah, some
Do you know
people
what I mean?
some people are better in small doses anyway.
Oh, 100%.
Like some
There
people-
are then there's boys that I could see every day, and I just don't get the opportunity to see them much anymore,
Yeah, that's different.
which is
as well.
upsetting. But that's just part of growing up.
But actually breaking the code, like actually
No,
breaking it. And
I've
doing
seen.
something behind
Do you know
their
what?
back.
I've seen one thing get broken. I've seen it in our friendship group actually in the last year, which I never thought would happen. I saw that happen, and I was very gobsmacked by
You're allowed
that.
to give
Nothing.
context?
I can't. No.
Why?
Well, I mentioned it.
Because
Though.
I can't.
I don't even
So to make clear, it's not us four though. It's your friendship group, right?
Yes, mine and yours group.
Yeah. Cool.
Go on then. Air it. Who
No
cares?
way. Absolutely not. I'm not airing other people's dirty laundry. It's got
Well,
nothing
you
to do
don't
with
have to
us.
say names, do you?
But yeah, no. Some like friendship group friends that have been friends for a long time. All of a sudden, done one of our other friends dirty.
Over money or something.
Yeah,
Over money, yeah.
I feel like you've
they
told
went
me
into
this
business
before.
together.
Yeah. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
That's the only thing I've seen
Yeah, that's fucked.
in
I
a
know
very
that
long
story.
time. Yeah, and that is just, I just never, ever thought that would happen.
I never saw that coming.
Yeah, never saw that coming. Not especially not between these boys either. And one of them's like one of my best mates as well. And I was just like, wow, rah, like that's deep, man. Like never expected to see that. And that's probably the only thing where I've seen people do people dirty.
Do you know what's mad? Before I hold your thought, sorry. Do you know what's mad though? Like, if you asked me, I think I said something similar before, but I was thinking about it the other day. I was like going through all the bank statements and stuff, and looking at all the incoming and outgoings for the business account. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, if someone told me I've got to trust these two boys of like a business that I've only known for 18 months. Before I met them, I'd have said, "There's no way, no way." The only people I'd probably trust that is my brother and my core group of boys.
I agree.
And then now I'm in business, you guys, and we've got a whole business running, and we're all trusting each other to move to the other side of the planet and move in with each other, and hopefully it all works out. And I'm just like, I was sitting there looking. You remember when I sent the incoming, like how much we've earned and all that? I
Yeah.
was thinking, what the f- going on here? Like, I'm trusting these guys with everything, and obviously vice
crazy.
versa, you're trusting us with everything. I'm
bruv,
thinking.
yeah. Well, it's both ways, isn't it?
But
Always.
I would never have said that. I would have always said back in the day, like time determines how much I can trust someone. But that's
Not the
that's-
length of time.
Yeah, not the length of time. But now that's switched on its head. I don't truly believe that anymore. Just look at that case you just gave. They've known each other their whole lives and
It's crazy.
each other over.
I can't get my head around something like that. I'll be honest, yeah. Even if like when it comes to money, even if I don't like the person in front of me, I don't think I could steal from them like that. No. It's not a bit of me. I think that's lower than low, something like that. Like to do someone over for money to steal.
Especially for no good reason
Nah,
as well.
I can't
like,
do that, bruv. Like even if I don't like you anymore, God forbid, like something happened between us. There's no wood.
There's wood there.
Below your feet.
Even if something happened between us lot, and we were to part ways, I would never want to do something in like in a malice way or like
no
to
way.
do someone over for money. I couldn't do it, bruv. So that's why I just don't understand people's morals and principles when they steal, yet alone break boy or girl code in different ways, man.
I think upbringing comes into it a lot.
You'd think so, and I do agree, but then there's certain people I see with good families, and then one of the
Just
kids are
arseholes.
just rotten.
Yeah.
I think because that environment, like they have a different environment outside of their home. You don't know who these people are spending their time with, and it takes one person to come into your life and manipulate everything and change your perspective for the worst.
I don't know why. I wonder why that's changed so much in terms of the youngsters today, like from what we see, because it's normally not always, but you hear a lot of the youngsters today that are always doing things dirty or there's no real proper bro code or like proper loyalty. I'm like, why? Why is that?
I think there is still bro code out there.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's as much of it as when we was younger. Bro code was a serious thing when we was young, like serious. But now I just think it's kind of dwindled out. People, I think the whole Western era is just finished, mate.
It is a little bit fun.
People don't know how to act, do they?
No, people are told how to act because you've got social media telling people what they should and shouldn't be like. I think that's why I feel like that's why this platform is quite important. Because we've still got some of them old roots still deep rooted into us, and then we're sharing our values online.
Yeah, I agree.
I was deep in this the other day. I was thinking, as a podcast, not just ours, but any podcast, you obviously got to think what you bring to the table. And I was thinking, well, we're still keeping alive what we kind of believe in our old, not calling us old, but our old fashioned values that we brought up on. But obviously, you wouldn't believe the difference in values people have just in 10 years.
Oh my God.
I speak to some of the youngers coming through, and I'm like, you're not on the same wavelength for me at all. Like, you're cool, like I f you, but like our brains are in two different places.
Yeah, for sure.
And a little bit does come from age, but also I just think the generations, they've just been raised different.
Yeah.
And that's no fault of their own. I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying they're a product of their environment, and their environment is social media. Like bro, I can't imagine school with social media. These kids can't imagine school without it.
Without it,
Yeah.
Like social media in my school was like, remember we went to spring break, so we'd left school at this point, so it's 2013, we went to Cancun spring break, and the only thing about them was Facebook, and it was so much not part of our lives. We said we won't go on it for 2 weeks, and we didn't go on Facebook for 2 weeks. Imagine saying I'm not going to go on Instagram for 2 weeks while you go on holiday now. You couldn't imagine doing it. Well, that's what these kids feel like. Imagine going to school.
Integrated in them, right?
The social media's integrated into their lives. So I can't imagine school with social media. We had Bebo, and we had
wasn't a thing.
but it weren't social media, was it? It was
If there was a viral video to see, you had to wait for it to get sent round.
yeah. Send them on Bluetooth.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because you seen that video and then everyone would be hovered around one mobile. Like, I had to watch it. Like,
That was a good day.
Simpler times.
Yeah, they were.
They were better days.
Simpler
They were.
times.
I remember when I was, sorry, just to digress, I remember when I was in the gym the other day with Ryan and then Smack That by Eminem and Akon come on. And I went, I remember where I was when I got
Snap.
this. Oh, no, I wasn't. I was outside the school. You remember you used to go to the woods before school?
Yeah.
And everyone was like selling fags and stuff outside
Right
school.
about it.
And then someone was playing it off their Sony Ericsson. I went, is that Eminem? It was his first song out after he went to rehab. And I was like, yeah, he's done a song of Akon. I went, oh, I beg you, Ed. What was it?
Bluetooth.
No, before Bluetooth. Infrared. I was like, please, infrared.
That was only on the Ericssons.
Yeah, so you had to infrared hold for the new watches. You had to get a phone and put another phone together, and they used to like send the signals between each other. It was crazy, and that was like the first time I heard it. I was thinking that was not even that long ago.
Bro, remember you had to delete songs to get
Taking
new
up
ones.
every
Yeah.
single file.
Yeah.
Got one song
I've rinsed
on
that
there.
one to pieces now. Let me get rid of that one.
Only got like 2 songs on there.
I'm gonna make that one my ringtone.
Yeah. Sorry.
Make you appreciate that shit.
No, but that was.
I would never change that for the world.
No
The
way.
90s are
I
like
feel very
elite,
blessed
man.
that we got to experience
I
that still.
agree.
Because we were the
90s
last
are elite.
generation to have that, really.
The only thing we did have, which I feel like the kids have missed out on, is MSN.
MSN, yeah. I knew you were gonna say that.
MSN's elite, mate.
MSN was elite.
That's probably the best platform I've ever spoke to anyone.
First version of live news.
Put
mate.
all of your mates and your screensaver
In your bio,
name.
in your bio,
Everything,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can nudge someone or something and the whole screen is going oh, bro, lit. Come
were
home,
good days.
drop your bag, just jump straight onto MSN. Banging.
Okay, so boy code and girl code. Before we go into these stories, why don't we twist it up? Since I also haven't really experienced that, what in your eyes in today's day and age would be breaking boy code or girl code?
Well, a very simple one that's obvious. Well, I would assume is obvious, but again, this generation might not believe this is obvious. Is speaking to my ex.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? The youngers are a bit different about that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
now.
I know, and that's what I find crazy. Like my ex, in my eyes, is
They're off limits. Yeah, sir.
If you know me by first name and you say hello to me in the club, that's enough for you not to go near my ex.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's weirder when they're
Well, don't
okay
say hello
with
to
it?
me then. Don't say what?
Don't you think it's weirder when like someone's okay with their friend speaking to their ex? It's worse.
I think it depends on the ex.
No, it's your actual ex. Like, imagine you've been in a relationship.
recent ex.
And it's like, I'm not.
No,
with, I'm,
any-
in general, like, imagine you're not
ex.
with this person anymore, and someone's like, I don't care, and he's like, cool, I'll chat to her.
But there's certain, like, my old exes, I can go.
I think it's odd.
I just wouldn't care. I don't
I
care
think that's
about
just like it's like in me, like it's programmed in me, like to go. That person's associated with someone I know, like in respect of like a relationship. Therefore, I would never go around them.
I think it's weird, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I'd like, if it was like my close friends, yeah, but if it was like a friend of a friend, I wouldn't care as much.
friend of a friend's different, mate.
This is what I'm going to say. Is like, you're going to have a lot of guys that are going to come up and say hello to you in a club and say hello to you when you're out.
Well, don't then.
It doesn't mean they got to have loyalty to you.
Well, don't say hello to me
That's
then.
true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They won't.
Because you would.
No, I would what?
you'd shag someone's ex or get with someone's ex even if you said, if you saw him, mate, I don't know that geezer.
No, I actually would. No,
I'd know his face to say hello to him.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, I would not. There's about 3 girls right now I could think of. I could tell you off camera that I know I could have sex with tomorrow, and I purely won't because I know of that person.
Bang.
I know.
Can I?
You wouldn't want to.
Okay. Well,
No, not the girl. The trouble would come with it.
oh, okay, cool. Well, fair play. I've had worse, mate.
Yeah, I know. I remember the story you told me.
Yeah,
It'd be similar to that.
Okay, banging.
Yeah, long day.
Yeah, long day. But the point I'm trying to make is, no, I wouldn't. If I say hello to you in the club, I wouldn't do you dirty. I wouldn't. Not with girls.
Yeah, I hear you.
I get what you're saying.
Like XX, like you've got like if this girl, this geezer's been shopping for a couple weeks or months, that's not next to me, mate.
Yeah.
A girl that you go on holiday with and you travel with and you've been around the house and seen the parents and you're basically part of their family. That's your ex.
Yeah, I don't really care about girls that I've like chopped or like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
and even
as
do
that.
I. I'm talking about.
yeah.
Some men are weird about that.
People, yeah, but I know men that go, "Oh, that's my ex." I'm like, "Is it your ex though?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no.
That wouldn't really be
Remember, he used to go, you know, that my ex, that wasn't really my ex.
How long have you been with her? I've never been with her. No, it's
that
mad.
wasn't really my wording though. That
What do you
wording-
mean?
That was your word.
No,
Whose
yeah,
word
but no,
was
like, I was like just saying the word that was saying to me. Innit?
Oh,
Shut
she
up.
said to him, "I'm your ex" or something. So he's like, "Yeah, okay, you're my ex."
Yeah, that's
innit?
mad.
That's mad.
I didn't even know you was my ex. That's
didn't-
mad.
what was the dates? That's mad.
No, but like I just said,
Yeah. Fine.
that's an ex to me. When certain men go, "Oh, that's my ex," I'm like,
It's not.
did she go around your ass meet your
I think
parents? Did she
I've
go on
only
holiday,
got
yeah?
one girl in my life that I feel like that way about.
You have only got one.
That's it. And that was from 8 years ago.
Mine's from 6 years ago.
Same 5.
You know what's crazy? Before I knew you, I've seen her on the ground before. I chopped that.
Most people would, mate.
But I'm just saying, I didn't know you then.
Yeah.
I remember, brother. I'll be honest. I just remember seeing it. Going, this girl's fit.
Yeah, most men would.
If you don't know me and you see one of my exes, you would find her attractive
Yeah, of
for
course.
sure.
We chopped the same bird. Remember we found out?
You're a dirty little. You
What's the chances of that though?
It's
That
fine.
you dated her, I dated her.
I didn't date her. I just walloped it twice. You would see it. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
You took her the shot. I took her to my house.
I met her in Stratford, which is 5 minutes from my gaff, brother.
Isn't that crazy though? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, what's the chances of that?
Mental, bruv.
That is crazy.
It's
bro.
not mental because we've had this conversation on the pod. We all sleep with the top
Yes.
1% of. Not I'm not saying 1%. We all sleep within the same pool of women because we're all in the same
Yeah.
percentile as these girls are in.
So I was gonna say it's crazy because we don't know each other and what's like evolved.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can kind of understand.
Yeah.
it,
I understand what you're
you
saying.
know.
But yeah, I've only got one person he feels that way about, one person not, even though she might hate my guts, but I've got one person I would feel that way about. If any one of my pals was to then say they chopped her, then that's a problem.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Other than that, there is no really other girl where I'd really feel that type of way about it. I might be a bit like, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Like that one you said to me, do it, but then I didn't because I knew you'd be upset about it.
Yeah, see like that. I meant that. I actually
He was
meant
like,
that.
he was like, no, do your thing, bruv. It's all right, no, it's all right, but she's a lovely girl. I was like, nah, if I speak to her, he's not gonna like this. And I went to, I can't. Like, he's my boy type of thing. And I told him, he's like, yeah, safe, brother. I was just like, I just could the whole pod if I go over here.
I told you to though.
Yeah, you did, but like, you were saying one thing, but you were looking at me in a
I
different way.
told you to.
And then we see her.
Oh, that's so
And
funny,
then we
bro.
see her at fucking Halloween.
Yeah,
It's all right, you know who you are.
She won't make it this far in anyway.
yeah, that's true.
So funny. Did you take that to Bournemouth?
Ah.
Would you
Did I
her?
take her to
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that won't hurt. No.
One, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, fair play.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
yeah.
Went in Bournemouth for the bath on it.
Yeah, he just accepts it now.
Even I'm acknowledging it now.
Even he just accepted that it's Bournemouth.
Bournemouth even come about. Polar opposite end of the.
I don't know. I just thought it was just Bournemouth.
Sounded funnier.
I've just been going with it since.
No, both begin with B.
But yeah, anyway, going back to it. So yeah, obviously, I think that's the golden rule, boys. And that's the way we've grown up anyway, is that an ex-girlfriend is off limits. And that's
Yeah,
it.
girlfriend.
Even as a general rule of thumb, us lot don't really go after girls any of us have ever dated either.
Nah, very.
Even
rare.
girls we've really had any sort of sexual interaction with. It's not like it'd never be. I'm not talking about at the same time. I'm talking about.
No, they're
separate occasions.
What are you on about, brother? There's been loads of crossovers.
With Pass the Parcel.
Oh, boys.
Bro, loads. Bro, what are you on about? I can name 3 right now.
Say it with your chest.
But yeah, okay, yeah, fair. Fair.
See my point?
But yeah, fair enough. All right, let's just say
I'll retract my statement.
Yeah, I'll retract my statement. But at the very latest, boys, a general rule of thumb, like if any of your boys have actually dated a girl, then that's off key, that's off limits.
Referrals are different, boys. Everyone likes a microwave dinner.
Oh man,
We've transferred a lot of
What?
players.
Yeah, but we organised the transfer.
Yeah, exactly. So that's different.
Well, yeah, your papers have been agreed beforehand, so don't come to me about your boy chatting to me. He already knows. We've signed the papers. Take your new shirt and go up front and score that goal.
That is true. That's
Why are you always sitting on the fence about it? This is why people like him the most, because he doesn't say it with
He
his
doesn't
chest.
say
Off
off
camera,
camera.
he's like,
I know.
He's a massive fraud for everyone watching it.
bro, don't be doing that on camera. Hayvan.
I'm saying what you're like before.
No, don't chat.
Say mothers, that's not...
Yeah, we always get everyone goes, oh yeah, Mason, he's my favourite on the pod. I'm like, I know why, because he's fucking hypocrite.
I'm like, you don't see him on
I'm not a
pod.
hypocrite. I've got decorum. You boys don't.
No, you don't.
You're like,
When the
you're like,
cam- you only have decorum
you're
when the camera's
uncaged
on.
animals, mate.
We're transparent.
That's two-faced.
Yeah, do you know what that is? No, it's not. It's called being a social chameleon.
No, you're meant to be a social chameleon with us, not with them.
Oh,
Anyway.
boys, no, I can't... Oh, I was about to say something mad. I was
No.
about to say fucking mad.
Right. Anyway, any other what else would break boy code or
Bro,
girl
apart
code?
from that, it's something moving weird around money.
Yeah, money's always.
Yeah, money. Never had that either. Never had anything to do with money.
Like something to do with
I
money.
used to transfer yo money just to save for me.
Let's gamble it.
I can actually
Imagine
imagine
that,
all on red.
I hope for the best. They give me his money back and I've made money on it. Imagine that. Oh my.
That's what the bank's doing,
No,
it?
the banks do that. They don't put it on red, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
banks
They will go down to the fucking bookies. Thank you. John from Barclays.
do. Imagine if you was giving me your money, I was putting it on red every week, but I was winning. You'd never know.
Never know. Yeah, that's it.
You never
How
know.
would they know?
Nobody's going to know.
Yeah, other than that, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know what else.
Money
was-
and
Case
women.
to case scenario.
Money, girls.
It's the
Money,
main-
girls.
The main two
It
things.
could even go down to something that comes down to ethics and morals, but it depends what
Family?
with, innit?
Yeah, family.
Yeah, but what could someone do to family that?
Unless it was our own family. Do you know what I mean?
Like, yeah, but what would you when you say family? Like, what would break code with your family?
Chopping your mum.
Oh,
Yeah, that would probably do it.
That would.
Oh, I could tell you a
Do you know
story.
what? Being disrespectful in front of my mum and dad and shit like that. That would
Yeah.
really. That would
That's not bro code though. That is just code.
That's just, you don't do
Yeah.
That's
that.
not bro code. Anyone's disrespectful in front of my parents or to my parents is I think
Yeah.
no
Weird,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, boys, we're dripped out. We want you to be dripped out as well. 20% off every order on the website. Head over to muoticlothing.com, put Graft Kings at the checkout, and you get 20% off. Don't miss out.
All right, let me tell you about this guy that broke brokerage, yeah? Mental. So this guy, he was looking for work. His friend found him a job at this like local plumbing shop. So they're selling all sorts, as you know, as what it would do, like DIY stuff. So he's obviously gone there, he's working, doing his thing. And then about 2 weeks or 3 weeks into the job, like they've noticed things are going missing. So they've checked the CCTV and this guy's going to the back of the gaff and is loading boilers into a van. And he's got rid of like 2 or 3 of them. So they've obviously kind of realised what he's done, kept him in there, locked the gaff up and beat the shit out of him, took his car keys, said, you're not getting your car back till you get us 11 grand. So he's had to go tell his like family was what's going on for them to fork out the money for him. And he, to be honest, he couldn't find all of it, but his mum literally had to beg to turn around and say like, please don't do it. Like, please don't hurt him and I'll find you some sort of money. So they gave like half of it, but they said to him, you're lucky that your mum's a lovely lady, otherwise you would have been in a ditch. And then obviously the guy that represented him came forward and go, are you taking the piss? Like, oh, I found you this job and you've gone and stolen from these people. You're not my pal anymore.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah, 1,000%. They're so
Too right.
disrespectful.
I think that's so
Disgusting.
Like
yeah.
you've done someone a solid and then they've gone and like
when you represent someone, and that goes a long way. Like reputation is like not built in a day.
Yeah.
So when you recommend someone to somewhere and they do you dirty like that, that to me is breaking a massive boy code or girl code.
I agree.
That's so true what you say about reputation because sometimes we always talk about certain stuff. I'm not bringing that person here or I'm not having this person there because they may show up.
Your rep is everything.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and they represent us. Yeah,
I know.
100%. We've had to be careful already.
I know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We have to be careful with ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what he does, isn't it? You say a certain joke and he's on his phone, but he's heard it. Ha!
That's true. It's true. Yeah, that's a mad story though. I didn't know.
That is a mad
Isn't it,
story.
Mark?
Is that mad?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So here's a mad story that breaks bro code. 4 of us went on a lads' holiday to Ibiza. 2 of us managed to pattern some girls up at Ocean Beach, took them back to the hotel. The other boys with the key cards weren't there. We were waiting outside the door for so long, the security kicked them out saying you can't bring guests back. Then about half an hour later, us boys still waiting outside the hotel door. The boys then came back high as fuck with no explanation. It's a bit of a sticky one.
Did you ask for the key when you left? Because if you did and they didn't give it to you, problem.
Yeah, because when we go away, we always make sure at least...
Need to read
There's
that
always
again.
2 or 3 keys.
Yeah,
Who's
two-
got the key? Who's got the key?
Yeah.
Who's got the key?
I wouldn't go back without the key.
I wouldn't go back without the key.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but they might have left before.
oh, okay.
See what
Maybe
I'm
they
saying?
stopped off somewhere and then.
We've never had that problem.
Yeah, we've never ever run into a problem. If I
If I'll go to reception and go,
No,
I need a
because
key.
we stay in hotels where
Yeah.
they're quite lenient.
Yeah.
We don't ever stay in hotels. Fucking weird.
Some places are. anal,
Some
bro.
players are so. Bro, I remember
What,
like,
bringing things back?
Yeah, so
some
funny,
hotels are literally zero policy, bro. All the hotels
Yeah.
we stay in are all bless.
Unless they're staying there, they'll even have like bands for
Bands
the
and
hotel.
I did in Thailand.
Where in Thailand?
The thing in the hotel, they needed everyone was getting checked, but
Which one? Oh, in PP.
yeah, PP, they were well
They're the
strict,
only
bro.
people that are staying in the
Oh,
resort.
yeah,
No,
Yeah, you
that's what
couldn't bring random people back.
They were
bro.
saying there's a fine if you bring it for boom boom.
Yeah, remember? Oh my
Yeah.
god, do you remember
We
that?
should have been fined loads.
Should have been fine.
I think we was,
Right,
weren't we?
dribbler. his mouth is sabotage.
Nice there.
Should have been fined for a door as well.
Yeah, we did in fact not pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
Anyway.
For the door.
They
What,
pulled me and
because of
Ozzy.
Ryan?
They pulled me and Ozzy to reception. Like, do you recognise this guy? And there's Ryan. There's Ryan stood there like that. We looked at him and went, never seen him
And he's
before.
standing right there.
And
with his back
Ozzy,
towards the
Ozzy was
wall.
going, I think they've left, because a load of Brits have left the country and stuff. Da, da, da. And then in the morning, when we packed up and left the hotel, it was like, Ryan, make sure you walk like next to us so they can't see you. And then we walked, okay, now, mate.
Don't know how we got away with that. Anyway, we went completely off tangent.
Yeah,
there.
right.
But the bottom line is,
Does that break
I don't know
bro
who does that break bro code.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of
code.
there's a lot of variables there, isn't there?
It's just a
That
stupid
could've-
thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's also their fault as well.
Yeah.
Because you know they say everything's your fault.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, I can
you should have
understand.
patterned up the key beforehand.
I do agree. What are you laughing at, you weirdos?
So here's a weird little story about girls breaking girl code. When you find out that your fella is meeting your twin behind your back.
Oh.
I mean, he didn't really do anything wrong. I'm joking.
Kind of the same person.
Baby, I thought it's you.
What are you doing in that situation? You had a twin,
My twin.
and you found out that your missus.
You got a scrap in it.
Yeah, I'm scrapping my twin.
That's mental. Because then, like, that must be a question all twins must ask.
Like, do
You fancy me too because you're with my sister or brother?
Well, obviously.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
have to.
You have to, innit?
If they look the
So
same.
I don't think it works.
Identical,
It doesn't work like that, boys.
You'd
No,
you'd
but
find
I'm
them
saying like a
physically
physical
attractive.
attraction.
You can't not.
No, because I know loads of girls that used to go to my friends and they're twins and they wouldn't find the other one attractive.
What? They look identical.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that's a load of bollocks, but I think you always
How
like.
do you know the difference after a few drinks?
I've got twin mates, and I can spot. I know who's who.
Yeah,
a mile
obviously
away.
you do. After a while, I'm just saying, like, at first, like, initial thought process would be that until obviously, like, you identify that they like you for X, Y, Z reason because of your personalities. But I'm saying it must be a question they must ask themselves at some point. Clearly, these are, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Well, that's both bad on the person and the twin.
And the brother, yeah.
Yeah.
And the twin, or girl, sorry.
I think more the twin than the guy though. Like that's your sister, or that's your brother. Like you can't do
Girl
that.
coach, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
innit?
not even girl
I
code.
kind of
that's
say
like-
fair play to the guy.
I think, like,
Nah.
He's got both sisters.
oh my god, I know a real life story of something like this.
Go on.
I don't know how. Okay, I'll say it anyway. So, I know a guy that was sleeping with this girl, and he was just sleeping with her. That's all it was. It was just sex, but he never really was that attracted to her. But he always fancied her sister, and he used to always go to me, "Oh, her sister's so banging, isn't it?" I was like, yeah, "She's quite fit, to be fair." Fast forward maybe 6 months after he stopped sleeping with his sister, who pops up? It's the other sister.
Oh.
They start speaking, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I shouldn't be talking to you because, like, you know, you were sleeping with my sister. Again, what happens? He starts chopping her. Like, he's chopping his sister behind her back. And at one point, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but she invites him to her house while the sister is sleeping. So my guy's gone bro. He goes, I went upstairs. Instead of chucking the right, I chucked the left and went to the sister's room, beat it, and then went home while the sister's in the other room. And they used to go on like these family holidays and she'll send him news and the sister's in the back.
That's great.
Yeah, for him.
So bad, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of your work.
I'm a fan of his work, but
I'm a fan of his work.
that's what I think it's worse when that's your blood.
I'd never talk to my sibling again.
She don't know to this day.
I would never talk to my sibling
betraying your
again.
blood's worse than bro code.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I'd never talk to that sibling again, ever.
That's
Punch up before it.
you've got the same blood running through your body, come from the same mum.
Betraying me
like that. That's heavy.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, no way, bro.
Didn't you have a situation like that?
Not me. It's you chicken.
What? Who?
Well, how's it me?
Who's me then? What's sister Rog?
Well, who do you think I'm talking? Who are you talking about? Me?
Recently, we come across someone and I swear you slept with her sister and you started chatting to the other sister.
Don't bring me into this. I got a dodgy knee here.
I got decorum.
Who was it? Is it you? Someone,
Not me, bro.
One of ours recently. It was a conversation we was having literally about 2 weeks ago.
No, it weren't me then.
I've done it before where I spoke to the sister first and then realised the other sister's fitter and jumped ship.
Swear it was you recently.
No, the only thing we were talking about recently to do with sisters was.
Oh, there was no.
Oh, there you go.
It was in a group setting, and you said you started talking to the sister.
No, not
My
me.
sister come up. Yeah, it was you. She said, "Oh, you who was it, boys? It was one of you."
I can't think.
We,
Probably sure it's not me. I know exactly who, but I've only been talking to
we
like
was
two
out.
girls,
We was out recently, and she come up to you and went, "You slept with my sister." Who was it? It was.
Oh no, it's not that. I was thinking of something else. No, I don't know.
It was real
Well,
recent.
the only two times I've been out is
you?
Manchester and London.
There's so many we don't know.
It's been London and Manchester. It's only two times I've been out.
There's definitely a situation recently where the girl come up to you and goes, "You slept with my sister, haven't you?" It was recently, literally about a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know if it comes to us, we'll say it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't bring me into this.
It was one of you two, I think. It was you, weren't it? It was you.
No, bro. I'd say if it was me, bro.
wait,
I'll tell you who it was.
Smiley pants.
Okay, here's another girl. Girls are worse than guys, you know that?
Yeah. Fact.
Girls are worse than guys. You are snaky.
Clip that.
Girls are worse than guys,
Clip
mate.
that. I'm putting that into a reel for a timestamp for you to put into.
Need to learn how to edit first, mate.
For him to put into, you fat piece of shit.
So here's another crazy story of a girl breaking girl code. My friend became friends with my ex and was then cheating behind my back while still being friends with me. They then ended up together after all. I cut them both out of my life completely, but she tried to get back in touch with me when they broke up, and the same thing happened to her. Karma.
Fair play.
Yeah, fair play. Karma's a bitch.
Karma is a
Make
bitch.
sure
Karma
that
is a
shit
bitch.
Beautiful.
Karma is a bitch.
It's all about sleeping, isn't it? Like, it's all about another person, another Willie.
Because you're touching my fucking what was once mine, bruv.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is like, it must be small town syndrome because I just always, my brain just goes so further afield. I'm thinking there's so many different girls on earth. Why would I just, there's so many options and so many different girls. Why would I even do that?
Do you reckon people like the taboo element of it?
Possibly, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that, it's like almost like comes to that whole rewind moment of like people being desensitized just to normal things now, like being caught having sex or like having sex with like the person you shouldn't do just makes it more like naughty and a bit more like. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I understand the excitement behind it.
Yeah, so like
It's like even if you're with your missus and you're having a little sneaky link somewhere, even the thrill of getting caught with her is like a bit of a thrill.
Like,
so I understand what you're saying. Dirty, man.
oh, like look at all of the. I'll say in a way, look at all of the corn categories. If you think about it, a lot of them is like stepmom this and like cheating this and then like
Fantasy, innit?
Cool, exactly. It's like best friends this walks in like the X Y's in and like
Stepsister.
and you watch all of that to some sort of respect. Like that is literally reprogramming your brain to go, that is normal. That is normal. Therefore, like there's a reason why all of these websites are free.
Well, you see it a lot, and they must think, "Oh, it happens all the time." People must do it all the time. This is normal
Because you're looking at that
wow.
for life scenario, so it's desensitized, desensitized, yeah, and it kind of leads to that.
I just can't believe people do it. It's not something I would ever do or even felt urged to do.
Don't we know someone that slept with someone's mum? Yeah, we do.
I know someone that's done that.
That's sleeping with someone's mum.
Oh, bro.
Oh, bruv, like,
You don't say it, but I feel the same way.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, but then,
Yeah.
I don't even know how that situation. Like, why is your mum so social with Amanda?
like, no, it's not even that. Imagine your mum like actually doing something like that.
But that's
The
what I
woman
mean,
that gave birth to
how's
you,
that even come about?
shagging one of your friends. Broski,
man.
are you mental?
Set
Lentil.
the gaff on the car, bro.
With them in it.
Yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't give
but
a
she
fuck.
best still have a mortgage on it.
That's great. That is mad.
Yeah, that's
That's
fucked, though.
mad.
That's not normal.
But all these stories seem to be girls. All of them. All these stories seem to be girls. Girls are worse than guys anyway.
Yeah,
So here's another crazy story of girls breaking girl code. My best friend of 7 years decided after I told my cheating, lying, manipulative ex of 5 years I wasn't taking him back, that it was her turn, even though she said that he was like a brother to her. They started dating and then threatened to sue me because I was telling people about it.
So I was telling.
How can you sue someone over that?
Defamation of character.
Is
You
it?
can't just randomly sue people with defamation of character.
Well, in America you can.
That's not how life
Can
works,
you?
bro.
In America you can sue for anything. I mean anything.
Oh, it's because they're like exaggerating everything.
Yeah, we will probably get sued in
Sorry.
America.
Yeah, we probably will get a lawsuit in America. One
Good.
day. Good.
I'm ready. Good. Bring it.
Here's one for the boys. So here's a story about boys breaking bro code. So mine had to be when my boy decided he had feelings for my ex-girlfriend and started dating her a few days after we broke up.
That was premeditated.
Premeditated,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, that's
Waiting for your moment to
that was
like.
right.
Yeah. That's
Fuck
not good.
that.
Yeah, that is fucked, bro.
That's the lowest of the low. Again, there's so many girls on Earth. Like, why are you settling for your mate's bird, bruv? Your mate's been
That's what I've
chopping
never
it.
understood.
Your mate's been chopping it. Like, your best mate's been chopping it, and like you're okay with that. It's fucking weird.
Imagine being the receiving end of that though, like actually realizing one of your pals are doing that to you and having to go and actually sit back and watch them build a life together, because some of these people end up together.
I know they do. Yeah.
That's the craziest part.
So you've lost your ex and a mate.
You haven't lost really anything.
Yeah, you
No,
gain,
but I know. Yeah, well,
gain peace of mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's how you pick yourself up.
so most people that would destroy.
Yeah, it's how you
most
pick
people are
yourself up.
weak-minded.
It depends how close you are as well, innit? Like with that one girl. Do you know what I mean? Like if it was like soon after and you're really close to that ex and it ended badly, then yeah. But
And him though.
yeah.
Again,
But how
You've
close?
lost your pal over a,
Yeah,
over,
no way.
over a girl. We're keeping you up, mate.
Heavy night was it?
it was a heavy weekend, in fact.
Right. Interesting.
Right, that's it. Stop it. Shush. Shush.
Okay, no, I can't say that.
Don't bait me out then.
That's okay though.
So's yours.
Yeah, thank you. Of course. So this is a long one, yeah. So strap in for this one, boys. So this is a crazy way someone has broken girl code. I was with this guy for about a year and a half. I introduced my best friend to his close group of 5 mates, including him. We've all started hanging out together. We went to loads of house parties. Life was banging. I honestly thought I found the one, but then one evening everything came crashing down. I went on his phone, on his Snapchat, and I noticed I had a My Eyes Only folder. My heart started racing. I realized I needed to get in there. After a few failed attempts, it hit me. His bank PIN number and his passcode were the same 4 digits. So I gave it a shot and it worked. What I saw completely shattered me. There were multiple videos of my best friend being trained through with him and his 5 friends. These videos went back to about 6 months into our relationship, and we stayed together for another year after. So that they were still seeing her while I was with him. Since that day, I've struggled to trust any man or woman. Life hasn't been the same.
Wow.
What are you?
Oh, that's so bad.
I don't know. What would you do? A video of your best friend training all of his mates, including him.
You just have to just delete everything and everyone and just crack on with something else.
I think you'd actually have to block that out of your life.
Yeah,
How?
Like, you'd have to forget
How?
about that period of your life.
You can address it, mate. There's no point.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, there's just no point. Just
You blow 6 cars up.
That sounds like a good approach.
yeah,
Yeah.
That is the only logical approach.
There's no explanation.
Imagine
to
that of her though. Oh my god.
But imagine
mate.
like there's one thing about hearing someone cheating and figuring it
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
actually seeing
Yeah,
physical videos of your best friend
multiple times.
multiple times throughout. So she was doing it 6 months into their relationship. So she scrolled and seen videos. So any opportunity they've had, they're sleeping with her, running train on it. up until a year and a half is when she's seen it. So she's been with him all that time. And imagine they're hanging around together. So they're still in social environments, and 6 of them know, and she's just sitting there like a goose, doesn't know what's going on.
How is she acting, her mate, so normal? Knowing she's saying, man, hi boys, you're right like that, and she's getting trained through.
Not even just cheating, trained through.
That's a different level of cheating.
Yeah. That's cheating brass final boss.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh my God, yeah, that's... I'm glad you saved that one for last.
Thank you.
That
was worth it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
Where do you find these humans?
Don't know, but for anyone out there that's listening, that's been through this, man, honestly, you deserve better. Don't ever walk away from a situation like that thinking, what have I done to deserve this? Look at it as like, they don't deserve you, and that's why like they are no longer in your life, because people like that are rotten to their core, man. You deserve better than
humans.
that.
Do you know what? They'll always be like that as well.
Yeah, they're oxygen thieves. You don't need them in your life.
If they're that bad of a cheat, I believe people can make mistakes. And if someone cheats and, you know, they do make a terrible mistake, but if someone's like that bad and it's like devious and it's planned,
Yeah,
Awful.
trained.
I just think they'll always be like that. I just think they've got that in them. Do you know what I mean?
Facts, man. That doesn't just like, oh, I just cheated. It's that's a different level.
Again and
Final
again.
boss.
Yeah, final boss, yeah. You ain't getting past that. You just like, why can't I complete this game? So, yeah, the boys are spot on, to be fair. Like, these sort of people are just rotten, mate. Block them out your life, move on, and the best revenge is just...
Leveling up.
Yeah, getting on with your own life and doing your thing and letting them watch from the sidelines. That is the best revenge.
Yeah, because most of these people, like realistically, if they have them kind of ethics anyway, they don't really tend to do a lot with their lives in the end. They might be like the boy now, or they might be the pretty girl now, but 9 times out of 10, maybe even like 9.9 times out of 10, most of these people don't really amount to a lot. So the best revenge you probably can get is to get to a level where you can look back on this and go, yeah, well, look who turned out better.
Yeah.
That's the best revenge in my book.
I agree.
I sometimes look at people who used to judge me in school. I'm like, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm still like, look at you now.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Like,
Bro.
You know the top boys of school, the ones you used to think, oh, he's well hard, or he's the top boy. Like when you was like young, like you're 8 or 9, you used to look up to the olders.
Yeah.
I think they were the ones. And then I look back now, I'm like, you're a donut. Nah.
Don't you think though, like some of the most popular kids in school that would just look the best now are just kind of past their peak and they're prime.
Prettiest girls.
Yeah, and then you're just like, you're washed up, and those people that were kind of the underdog or like the little ugly goose are just like blossomed, and they're like, they've done so well.
There's not one hot girl from my school that's still hot.
Yeah, that I'll give you.
There's not one.
Do you know what's funny?
I'll
Like
give
in
you.
my school, like our year was, as everyone would say about their own, it was very, very chaotic. And there was these group of boys that I've known since primary school, and we were all just in our own way, but like just always in trouble. One of them's expelled, one of them in this trouble. Like it was just chaotic, bro. Like you would think that these kids will not mount to anything. Not to anything, yeah. And including myself, because I was in a lot of bad sets when I was young because I never did my work. Every single one of us are business owners and literally mounted to something more than what you would have expected to. One of them's an estate agency, one of them's got his own brokerage, one of them's like this account for this big firm. I had my own restaurant. Like it was just kind of looking back at it, and like the people that actually done so well in their grades were just working some average jobs, and I'm like, I'm actually living my life the way I want to, and I've done X, Y, Z, and so have they. And it's just like, well, the people that you would expect it the least of has done it.
Yeah,
So I find it mental, like how things can kind of evolve in time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I think sometimes that works though?
Why?
Because I feel like the people that were like the goody two shoes, the ones that stuck by the rules, aren't willing to take risks and break
facts.
rules.
I agree.
I feel like the people that were naughty in school are willing to take risks and
I
willing to break the
agree.
rules. When you live within like the rule book,
They're built for the 9 to 5.
they're built for the
I completely
They're built
agree.
for the system,
They're
so they
built for the
stay within the
system.
system.
Yeah, yeah.
I completely
I can't do that. Oh no, I've got to do
They've
this.
never
Or,
step foot outside
no,
it.
of course not.
too scared to.
Too scared to.
Follow the book of go and get the job, go uni, get the job, get a missus, wife, kids. Not saying that's...
All of them have done
not
that.
saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. But there is also more to life than doing that too soon.
Yeah.
And they've all done that as well. All of them people I remember in school, they've all done that.
And they'll be the person that works in the same company for 40 years.
Do these people exist anymore?
40 years, did you say?
Yeah. Back in the day, that was normal. Like
Yeah.
to work in the same company 40 years. Do you reckon they still exist? Of
course they do.
40 years in one job.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
But
maybe
that
not,
used to be the
maybe
norm, though. That used to be the norm.
So it's,
And
people
they get a great pension at the end of it.
That's what it's all about,
go
isn't
to
it?
get a pat on the back.
Oh yeah, got a great pension.
You're 70 now. You got a big.
Do you know I've
bogey
never
there.
paid into my pension?
I have.
I've never paid into my pension.
There you go.
I didn't got one.
I've got a pension.
I have got one. I think I've paid into it 3 or 4 times. The whole time I worked in corporate, I've never paid it. My ethos was always, I'll be rich enough that I don't need to worry about
That was what I used to do.
Yeah, I used to think that.
I'll make sure I've got
Hopefully.
money.
Can I withdraw out of it now?
No, you can't ever withdraw out your pension.
Can you not?
Not until your
Shame.
retirement age.
How do you check how
I
much
feel
you've got in there?
60.
You'd have, oh, God knows. You'd
I
have
have
to.
no idea, like,
Yeah.
what's
I
going on
wouldn't
with
even
it.
know.
I don't know. I don't have one. Dad never had one. No one in my family.
Do you reckon by the time we get to that age, boys, we'll all be bald again?
Bald.
How's your hair coming on anyway?
Well, hopefully not. I've had enough fucking hair transplants.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want another one. I really don't want another
You'll
one.
need one.
I don't. I'll go bald, bro. I don't. I won't. I
You need
won't.
one already.
I'll go, honestly, bro, I'd rather go bald now. I'd rather go bald now. How do you find? How are you finding your hair's coming, though,
Weeks
boys?
it been now?
This is just gone past week 3.
Feels blessed. No more pain, no more discomfort.
no,
Sleep
no.
however I want. I think because me and him had our own original hairs, it doesn't look as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come through fast, boys. I can't lie.
Yeah, it will just get thicker and thicker from this point onwards.
Look how much mine's grown. Look.
The thing is, your one's bait because it's a fresh new hairline.
Yeah.
So anywhere in there that new hair grows, like you can see the full like growth from it. Where ours is in between our hairs, and our old hairs kind of cover it a bit.
My proper bald bits, I feel like they're struggling to come through. Though.
Yours, yeah, yours need to
That's
breathe.
the same as me, though. That's the same as me. I'm not seeing any growth on this front bit here.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's too early, bro.
Like they said, it's too early.
Too early. It's 3 weeks,
We're
boys.
comparing. Sorry, I'm speaking off the mic. We're comparing it to theirs. But they already had hairlines from their previous hair
like,
transplant.
We didn't get new hairlines. You both got.
We got new hairlines.
Oh, I see.
So that bit is like fresh. It's
Fresh.
going to fall in and grow. Like you can completely see it's transparent.
I
Where for us, it's like
see, right.
it's in between. So then
That's why they've got hairlines.
So yours has been gaps filled.
yeah. Ours is
The
a
new
fresh
hairline.
Yeah. So you'll go again. in
Okay, I
5
did wonder
years.
every time I saw your hair, I was thinking,
Why are they growing quicker
Yeah,
than me?
what the?
I was the same thing.
It's because we're Turkish and we're hairy.
Yeah, that's true. Bitch.
Yours is just a lot more bait because you are blondings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the bits where it's receding the most, it's like that just looks like it's struggling to grow. And I'm
No,
like,
they
come
will,
on,
they,
Brev.
they
It
will
will look
come
good
through.
once it's
They'll
full
come through.
trust.
Remember, it grows like in month 4 to 5.
4
really.
to 5, yeah.
Like it's going
Luckily,
to get
we've just
worse.
gotta have the old
It's going to get
hairs.
worse before it gets better.
Right, I did wonder why that was. I did wonder. But yeah, no pain, sleep bed. This is still a little bit sensitive at times.
Yeah, at the front a little
Yeah.
bit.
When you wash it, like it's a little bit tender. Innit?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little bit tender every now and again. I feel, oh, that's
Well,
a
just
bit-
that area. I feel
Just-
like my whole when I wash my hair heavy, like everywhere's tender.
Oh, no, my head's blessed.
No, that's normal. If I'm not doing that with my hair, wash it. That's the
Yeah, back of
worst.
it's a little
Yeah,
bit
it
still
will,
tender.
it's still going to be like
Nah.
sensitive.
The only thing I feel is just the front line. That just
Would
a
you wash
little,
that bit?
little bit tender. So I'm a bit gentle still when I'm.
Gentle.
Is there
I'm gonna do
is there
that.
any chance of me like fucking the things now or not?
Nah.
How?
So unless you cut your head, I can't imagine that happening, bro.
Right. There's nothing you can do at this point other than just wait. You've got to be patient with it. I'm still getting a lot of messages of boys.
I was just about to say.
to say like,
still getting
how's
loads.
it going? And like, oh, I'm still considering it.
Every time I get on live, boys
Yeah,
are saying.
someone's asking.
Yeah,
Someone's
same.
Someone's
I'm
asking.
on live, yeah.
Boys are having. I know of quite a few boys now are having consultations. A few boys up in the Birmingham one as well. I know are going up there. Dr. Matty's doing theirs. One of our boys just had it done. Nick's just had it done.
Yeah.
We're
So
on the KSL.
I don't know if he did do the KSL.
All
or
right.
not. He had it booked in previously though, so he couldn't change. But yeah, boys, any further questions about it? Big love to KSL as always.
Always,
Like
yeah.
the care that they've taken of us is unbelievable.
And the aftercare, they're always checking in on us as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Even
bro.
now, 3 weeks after.
Yeah, and that will continue, I think.
Yeah.
So, boys, if you're on the fence about it, reach out to them, have a free consultation. What's
See
the
what
worst that can
goes.
happen? See what happens. Yeah,
100%.
Just don't jump the gun either, though. I will say to the boys,
What do you mean?
like, don't get it done prematurely.
Yeah, no, do your homework. It's a big thing. Like you're changing something about your face or your hair. Like
Yeah, so
it's very important that you want to get this right the first time round. So yeah, 100% do your homework. But we are living proof of the fact that it's been working and it's working, has worked and is working so
yeah,
far.
100%.
So definitely, if you're sitting on the fence, don't just have a conversation. It's just a consultation.
That's it. There you
You're a
go.
poet and you didn't know it.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Sweet boys and
Sweet
girls. That was a bit of a different pod. There's a little bit all over the place. I can't lie. That pod.
It's our pod, who cares?
Yeah, do what we want when we want.
It's our pod.
Yeah.
But we hope you enjoyed it nonetheless.
Such a good two shoes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you afterwards what you've just said then. Anyway,
Decorum.
boys, hope you enjoyed the pod. Hope you loved it. Hope you got a laugh out of it.
Like, subscribe
Leave a comment
in the
comment section.
and we'll see you in the next.
Peace.